Home Base, it's all about the home. Home decor, interior and exterior design, choosing paint colors, picking out rugs, organizing closets, being productive in your home office, and so much more. Let's jump right into today's episode with Southern Inspirations partner, Shepherd Organizing Solutions. Good morning, everyone. I'm Michelle Hill with Southern Inspirations, and joining me for another fabulous episode of Tip Tuesday is Paige Shepherd with Shepherd Organizing Solutions. Good morning.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday.
Yes, happy Tuesday. I'm excited to be back for another episode. Paige, I don't want to get like way too hopeful and excited, but I think on this very first day of fall, you know what I'm about to say, it really is fall-like.
I know. Me too. I keep looking over here because I have windows over here.
And mine's right over here. So yeah.
Even if it's a little dreary, I'm still okay with it. I'm excited.
Yes. Well, we already have 5 people that have jumped on today.
Cool.
One already commented and say, all the things I love about home. Or is that you? You're always good to comment. You know, on this StreamYard platform, I can't always see the user's name. But for you who have joined, thank you. We're so excited. Please do comment and let us know that you're here. So with fall, there are lots of fun, warm and fuzzy things that come with fall: sweaters and boots and pumpkins and lattes, pumpkin spice, which I'm not a fan, but I don't. But one of the things that's always not so fun is those runny noses, maybe those little coughs, and just different things that a changing of the season will bring in terms of our health. And so that leads us to our topic of medicine cabinet organization today. You know, that's a topic, Paige, that had never really crossed my mind until you sent me that. I was like, oh yeah, that's actually a pretty good one. I mean, they're all good, but I like about that one.
Yeah, it's pretty important to keep things tidy so you know what you have, or if no one ever expects to be sick. You don't plan for a headache 3 days down the road. So you need to keep what you most readily use on hand and make sure it's not expired, all that kind of stuff. I was telling Michelle earlier that unfortunately, this morning, in honor of our theme for today, I woke up with a sinus headache, and I reached in my medicine cabinet and thought, oh, this is fitting for today.
Oh, goodness.
It's unfortunate, and especially right now in the middle of the pandemic, you know, anytime you get any kind of allergy, anything, everyone's like, it's just allergies, I promise.
Oh, yeah. If you cough, people are going to be like, oh, get away, get away.
It's so
we have to say, I don't have it. I don't have the corona.
And then in the back of your mind, you're like, I hope. I'm telling these people.
There's a whole new meaning to the whole thing, right?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, should I go ahead and type in declutter? Because I know that's always your first tip. And I mean, we're being funny and silly about it, but truly when it comes to medicine, and you mentioned it already, there could be, you know, expired prescriptions that just need to go down the toilet. At least that's where I always do them.
Yes, decluttering is the first step. Actually, well, yeah, that's the first step.
Okay.
And then what I would suggest is gathering it all in one place. I know in some homes, some people keep some medicine in their bathroom, some medicine in the kitchen, in different places. I think it streamlines it, just like everything I organize. If you keep all of the same category in the same place, that helps you know what you have. If you have children, it helps, you know, make sure that they're not getting into something they shouldn't be getting into. Okay, so you're going to gather it all together. And then you're going to start checking expiration dates. And, you know, I know everyone has differing opinions on medicine, whether it's over the counter or you're more of like a holistic, natural remedy type person. So even if like some of the medicines I'm going to show today and like my little supplies don't apply to you, it's still good for everyone to kind of go through the same basic skeletal process. So So you'll want to get rid of things that are expired, and relocate things. Like maybe you have one cabinet that is for medicine and a drawer or another type of storage unit for your first aid. However it is, you keep it divided, keep it in categories within those different containments. And then if you find things, like always when you're decluttering, that belong somewhere else, you take it and put it back where it goes. The whole process of decluttering and organizing. It's important to properly dispose of your expired medicines, or medicines that you come across that you're like, this isn't expired, but I didn't think it was supposed to be settled on the bottom like that. And you shake it up, like sometimes you change consistency, and I don't think it's good to put that in your body if it's not the right consistency. So you can contact your pharmacy for information on how to properly dispose of different medications. Some medicines it's okay to just toss, and some medicines it's not. So your pharmacist will know for sure, and they'll be able to give you guided information on that. Actually, my only brother, is a pharmacist in Little Rock. And so this is a topic that I covered back in January, was getting your medicine cabinet organized, and he made sure he gave me some advice. So I'll get to that here in a little bit. So we actually have like a pharmacist outlook on.
Hey.
Okay, so once you have gotten rid of everything and you're looking at exactly what you're going to keep, it's a good idea to make a list as you're doing that first step of what you need to replace. If you know that your family uses Tylenol or cough syrup or Pepto-Bismol, whatever it is that your family uses pretty regularly, you'll want to make sure you have that on hand that's not expired. And then, like always, you'll group like items. So if there are things that are similar, or if you have 2 bottles of NyQuil open, you really only need one. Find the one that has the most upcoming expiration date, put it on the front, that type of thing. Just kind of get it all tidy, group it together. If you're looking at your first aid and you have multiple boxes of Band-Aids opened, combine them when you can. You don't have to keep it in the Band-Aid box. You can get a Ziploc baggie, something, just so that you can keep them together. And then, it's important, while you've got it all out, to go ahead and clean out that cabinet, whether you use a paper towel or a dust buster or something. Just get it tidy, get it cleaned up, and then put it back neatly. So when it comes to where you store your medicines, you need to read the labels, make sure that you are following directions on there. If it's got specific temperatures, that like places it needs to be stored or not stored. And then just keep what you use towards the front. So before I give you the few tips that my brother shared, I was just going to show you, I pulled these out of our medicine cabinet. Let me see if I can do it this way. I love a good turntable, Michelle.
Oh, yeah.
So these out is very simple. I use a cabinet in my kitchen that's very skinny compared to the others, but I just put these in there, and so I can easily get to anything I need. So I have this one that has like cold, sinus, allergy stuff in it. And then this one is like Tylenol, ibuprofen, allergy pill, cough drops, the more commonly used things.
Pick that up again. Is that just a regular turntable, or does it come up on the sides a little bit? It looks like it's up on the side.
This one comes up on the side.
Oh my goodness, I love that.
I do too.
Tell us where we can find those.
You can find these at a lot of places. You can get them at the Container Store, always. Amazon. Basically, what you need to do if you're wanting to search and find one in your price range, you can message me and I can help you with that. Or you can just Google like turntables, raised side turntables. If you want it divided turntables. It's just pretty simple. You can get them most places. I'm pretty sure these came from the Container Store. Or actually, maybe these came from Amazon. I don't know. I have a little bit of mix and match here in my house, but the options are great. And I love divided turntables too, but for my medicine, it didn't work because the bottles are different sizes and the boxes, So when I told you a few weeks ago or months ago that I use turntables pretty much everywhere, I wasn't kidding.
I see that now. I literally don't know if I've ever seen one with the raised sides like that.
It's awesome.
I love that. Yeah, you see, I put my little note. That's my little personal notes. I want everybody to take just, there you go. I think that's the coolest thing ever. They're all cool, but
Yes, I love it. They're very handy for like spaces that it's hard to get to in the back, or you have multiple things of varying heights. I could go on, but I won't. I'll save that for another time. Okay, and then a few things that my brother said. He mentioned that it's good to keep, obviously, a well-stocked first aid kit and a medicine cabinet. But he mentioned 2 medicines that it's important for you to keep on hand, even if you don't take regularly. But you may have someone over at your home that these 2 medicines, if you keep them on hand, could potentially save a life. Obviously, if someone is struggling with something, that's severe, you should call 911. But he mentioned keeping Benadryl and aspirin.
I knew you were going to say aspirin, yeah.
Benadryl for allergic reactions and aspirin for heart attacks. So anyway, he said those are 2 things that you should keep on hand. Nobody wants to have to be prepared for something like that, but if there is an incident at your home and you have those 2 things, obviously you can call for medical assistance and they can help you know like what to do in that situation, but it's good to keep those things on hand. So, and then the other thing he mentioned, I'm just going to read it so I don't butcher it. He said, when choosing a spot for your medicine cabinet, make sure you choose a place where medicines will be protected from moisture, excessive light exposure, and temperature changes. So he suggested choosing a kitchen cabinet that's not directly above the stovetop, or a bathroom cabinet that isn't subject to shower steam. He said those things really make a difference, and you don't really think about that. You're like, I just need a clean spot. But there you go. That is not something I would typically include in my Tip Tuesday because I'm not a medical expert.
Little disclaimer there.
Yeah, but I'm so glad that my brother, it's nice to have a pharmacist in your family. I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. My daughter's boyfriend's mother is a pharmacist as well. So from time to time, she'll come home and just throw out some random tip or something that she learned while she was at their house. So, yeah, definitely great. Well, for years, Paige, my medicine cabinet was in my bathroom, on the bottom, just in a cabinet, just in the bottom. Of course, we have a new house. We've been here over a year, and this will probably blow your mind, but my medicine cabinet is now in my laundry room. And I know that's a little bit different, but the reason it is, my laundry room is in the smack dab center of my house. We have a very different floor plan, which I love, but and so with my daughter still living at home, it's a central place rather than me keeping it, in my master bedroom. And I have a large laundry room with all sorts of cabinet space in there, cabinet and counter space. We've done a live from the laundry room before. And so, but I organized it. I don't have a turntable, but I did organize it all in containers. And so I have one container that's mainly the first aid, like it's, the Band-Aids and wraps and splints and all that kind of stuff, if you need that, versus kind of like you did with the sinus and the allergy stuff in one, and then one for the tummy stuff. And
yep. And everyone's space is different. Like, I use these, and then we have 2 little bins that I got from the Dollar Tree. They're just like plastic white long strips.
Those are great.
Yeah, just find what works in your space and make it work for you. That's
right. Absolutely. Good tips as always. So anything else you want to share before we wrap it up?
Not today.
All right. Well, everyone watching, you see Paige's website ticking there at the bottom, and she mentioned it at one point. If you do need a little extra help or would like her to help not only with your medicine cabinet, but with anything in your home that might need a little reorganizing or decluttering, she is available for virtual and in-person consultations, so you can find more information, as well as blog content. Most of these episodes that we do, y'all, there's a blog about it. She's got additional details. And so you can always go back and check the blog for other topics. So with that, everyone, thank you again for joining. We absolutely love having you here for Tip Tuesdays. We ask two things. One, share, help us grow. And then secondly, keep watching. Right, Paige?
Right.
Everyone have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.